Yeah.
You can listen to it if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so we are live on both Facebook and YouTube, and we can start Instagram. Well, let me get this up.
Oh,
and
hey,
running
there we
first.
are.
Here we are. Here we are.
Here we are.
Speaking.
Here I am.
You got to turn this
There
on
it
here.
is.
Now it starts up.
Like, no, that's not. It's not popping up for me yet, but as soon as it does, I'll pop in. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Oh, Zach's gonna watch it for us.
Yeah, he's sharing it, I think.
Oh, sharing it. Because I'm an admin, every time I go into it, I don't see the pages other people do.
Right.
Here we are. We're so far behind that you just pulled down the mic.
Gotta get this. You get the recording squared away here.
Watch us say awful things.
That's
Like
right.
truly awful things.
Truly horrific things that should be outlawed.
Like Nuremberg.
Like
Nuremberg.
That's it. That's all you say. Nuremberg.
Yep. That's how bad it is.
Land sharks.
It's like land shark. You know those beers? The worst.
Isn't that just Tremors? Land sharks.
Land sharks?
Yeah.
I guess they
Creatures from Tremors.
yeah, they'd be I think there would be some sort of subterranean in their title though.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
There was a great comic book. It was a one-shot black and white comic book, and it was a two-parter. It was Grizzly Shark and Sea Bear. And the catchphrase of it was, they got mixed up.
Yeah, that's it.
And it was just two just brief horror stories in comic book form, and it's literally about a shark floating through the woods, like attacking teenagers. And
Great.
and then a bear, like basically Jaws, but a bear in the ocean. It was kind of amazing.
All about it. That's fantastic.
That's what's great about that medium. You just go all out.
Just
Doesn't
do
even
whatever you
matter.
want.
Whatever you want. That's it.
Fuck
Grizzly
it.
Shark and Sea Bear.
You can think of it. It's real now. It's real now.
This is it. It's
What's that,
reality.
what's that word for that, Matt? You always remember it. I don't. That word where like you think something into reality essentially.
Oh, morphic resonance.
Morphic
Yeah, there we
resonance. There you go. Term of the
That's-
day for you
that's-
streamers.
That's right. The more you believe in it, the more real it becomes. Like Slenderman.
And then you create
And
a
then
tulpa.
you kill somebody for it.
Tulpa, right?
Yeah, that's a tulpa is exactly right. That's
Yeah.
it. That is an exact example.
Yeah, see, fuck you,
Yeah.
Gervasi. I know
Yeah,
words too.
that's right.
Tulpa.
Yeah.
My only reference to Tulpa was the Ronin Warriors. You ever
Oh my
seen that?
god, he was the main bad guy.
Right, right.
Yep. That's
Lord
how
Tulpa.
That's how I learned that word, but I didn't know what it meant for years.
Oh, yeah.
After that, God, I loved that show.
That show is wild.
It was so good. I loved Lady Kyra. She was my favorite character. Her and
Oh
her wolf.
yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, you're giving me acid flashbacks now.
Anubis.
I
Anubis was my
completely
favorite.
forgot about that.
Ronin Warriors.
The
was
show?
Great.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Of wildfire.
Ronin Warriors. And they'd all take forever to transform, and then finally they did, and they, the one dude, the red guy, always was the fucking guy who
Fuck
would
Ryo.
finish him off.
Yeah.
Fuck Ryo.
Oh my
Seriously.
god. Man.
I used to like the green guy. What was his name? Sage.
Sage.
Yeah,
Sage
Sage.
of the.
How
Sage
do I know,
of
how do I know
the.
this?
I know. I still remember all of them.
I feel like somebody just poured ginger ale into my brain.
I was.
There's all kinds of shit moving that
This is
hasn't
the-
moved for
This is the kind of
years.
stuff that comes out when you're getting waterboarded on top of a bay.
Ronin Warrior.
Ronin Warrior, tell us the location of the bomb.
Deus had the armor of illusion.
Oh my god.
Sekhmet was. He did the snake bite strike. He had the armor of venom. I don't know about bombs.
We know you know something.
I surely know something.
What was that? What was that guy? Was it like a spider? What was that dude's
Deus?
name? Deus. Yeah,
That was
guy
the armor of illusion.
sick.
He had the crazy.
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I had all the toys from them
Me too, me
They,
too.
were awesome.
I was Rowan. I liked Rowan.
oh, the
armor
water
of-
guy, right?
Yeah.
The
Was
the
that
blue one.
Science.
Did
There was
he-
two
did he
blue
have
ones. There was
the-
a light blue one, and then there was a dark blue one.
One of them had like the spear, and the other guy had like the chain, like the chains or
The
something.
spear was the armor of the torrent, which was like the water armor. That was the light blue one. His name was like Cyan or Cyan.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there was
there's the other
Rowan,
one.
And he
The
was
dark
like
blue
the
guy.
wind, but I don't remember what wind word they used.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Armor
vaguely
of
recall that.
something.
Armor.
Armor of.
Kaze is wind in Japanese, but I don't know that.
I think they were doing like a cross cultural thing
Oh, yeah.
with the naming because they were just
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
of
just
course.
picking up
You're
different
right,
other.
because Rowan is
ideas.
like Irish, like Gaelic, and then there was Sage.
Hence the Talpa, right?
Yeah.
The Talpa. I don't know if it's got origins in Japan or not, but
Not that word, I don't think.
yeah. So obviously the guy was pretty cultured. The guy,
Yeah.
the creator.
I think
Pretty good.
It was only ever one season. I remember when it ended.
It wasn't only one season.
Only one season.
That was fucking crazy. Anubis was my favorite. He had
He
like
was
the best
great.
arc.
He totally had the best arc because
Oh,
he went
man.
from being the right hand bad guy
Yeah.
of Talpa to being the ancient.
Yeah,
The
he
new
became the
ancient.
ancient guy. Yeah. That was so awesome. Yeah, he had this whole major shift.
Yeah,
But I think that's a typical kind of plot line in like those Japanese
It is.
mangas and animes.
they covered a lot of bases with that anime.
That was a good one, man. That's a blast from the past right there.
Blast from the past,
you happen to
starring
be-
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. I don't know what the fuck are you doing? That's not Christopher Walken.
I'm a wildfire. No. Oh, my white tiger. He became a black tiger. Now he's white blaze. Now he's black blaze.
Oh my stars, a Negro. That's the best line in that movie, Blast from the Past.
Yeah.
Brendan
Brendan Fraser.
He comes out.
Hold on. We gotta start the damn show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Before we do this,
Yeah, let's get it all set up.
Let me-
We have this like speed issue with our recording. It
possessed.
happens every fucking time now.
Please have your attention. I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then wait. What does that do? Does that blow your mind? That just happened.
This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay then.
Hail to the king, David. Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt,
And Zach.
Zach is here.
Zach is back
Zach
for the
attack.
Zach attack. He's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. And we're
He's
all
quit.
here
No,
as
wait,
well.
that was last month.
That's
This
right.
month he's
It's over.
regular
It's
Zach.
over now.
Stop
it.
We've had enough.
There's been nothing filling my news feed but Fast and Furious memes and
Oh my god.
Everywhere.
and with June being over memes. It's gay,
Yeah.
Pride Month is over,
the,
folks.
The gay love is over by our corporations.
It's it's
then-
almost as if it wasn't real to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So-
As if it was some kind of a tactic
so
to get
strange.
people's attention on their company.
Once the NFL changed their logo to be all these different colors, that's really when you know it's all corporations.
That's when you get those angry white moms sitting for the national anthem.
That's right.
Not my America.
Not my America.
The Bible said. Fuck you. Fuck you. I love that verse. Basically, the Bible
The
does
Bible
say,
says
you.
fuck you.
John 3:16.
That's right. Yeah.
Fuck
Yep.
you.
Fuck
Yep.
you.
John said, Jesus said, "Fuck you guys," and he jumped off a cliff.
But they probably like fabricated the whole entire gospel part because that
Probably.
well, I mean, for this particular reason, that if Jesus was put here on earth, he'd have been like, "Fuck all this.
Yeah.
I'm out."
Why in the hell did I even come down here?
Dad,
Yeah.
this boy sucks.
This is like volunteering to work in a soup kitchen on a 150-degree day. Yeah, like this is a great idea.
You got really good ideas, Jesus. I'm
Yeah.
all behind this. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly
Jesus.
right.
Shut the fuck
We
up.
live in the goddamn desert. This is not the time to philosophize about things, philosophize, whatever. Who cares what we're doing? It's hot. It's hot outside. That's all we know.
I know all about you, Judas. You're a dickhead.
Don't you even start with me, Judas. Yeah, that's the absolute
Tired
truth.
of your shit.
That's right. It's all over now.
I know the future, okay? I know what you're going to do. And also, I know, God, why couldn't you put me in like 2015 or something where things were decent? And
Please give me
everything
some
was
DSL, God.
air conditioning. We had all this. We had dial-up internet.
We got Cyberpunk 2077, and it runs beautifully
It's
on every video
perfect.
game system.
This is the peak of humanity.
That's right. I want to get to
I
the
wanna
point
go to
of
the good
toilets,
part.
but not to the point where the moles take over. Somewhere in the middle
Slow
there,
down.
God.
Back it up, God. Back it up.
I want a toilet that shoots water into my ass.
That's
so that
it.
I don't have to
Oh
wipe.
my God, the day is a way to go, all the way. It's great when it's hot too. It's refreshing.
Cool, refreshing
It's-
splash of your
it's-
favorite water.
That's right. Yep.
I fill it with the Dasani in the tank.
That's
I like to keep it classy and crisp.
you need that vitamin C.
Oh, man.
That's
That
it.
just-
Too busy drinking the beer, so you got to get the vitamin C somehow.
How else can I get it? I got to take it from the back
That's
side,
right.
not the
That's
front.
right.
I can't even imagine just getting cold water just sprayed up your ass. I could just see the asshole just pucker up like, whoa, I'm surprised.
That's why you got a spring for the extra $20. That way you can dial in the temperature.
Yeah,
It's
get it.
all
A
about
little
that.
temperature gauge on there.
Perfect anal temperature.
I like
Yep,
it to
that's
be
what you want.
71 and perfect
Mhm.
perfect cleaning temperature.
That's right.
It
That's what you
squirts,
want.
But it doesn't hurt.
That's it.
Squirts,
Yep.
but doesn't
You don't
hurt.
even know that it's there. That's it. That's
Zach's
what you
new
want.
line of bidet is coming out next week.
Squirts, but it doesn't hurt.
It's only on
There's a Z at the end of both of them.
Soft core bidet.
Yeah, that's right.
Soft core
Squirts, but it doesn't hurt.
for the tender buttholes.
Yeah.
For the dainty butt.
For
That's-
people
that's
with
right.
hemorrhoids.
People with
You've
hemorrhoids.
got to
very
be
good point.
be sensitive to all of those sensitive crowds for
Right.
sure.
And the sensitive spots. We all
That's
know.
right. That's right. We all have our sensitive bits. So we want to be friendly to all those things. Oh yeah, we got to start broadcasting on Instagram too. So we've got that going.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, they missed all about my bidet.
It's a shame.
No,
Now my
Yes, we got
company's
to
gonna
catch it on
fail.
an instant replay. Yeah. Well,
Without
that
that
or
Instagram-
now we don't have to TM it. At least for the Instagram world. And that's where everybody's looking for ideas.
That's
They're
true.
always shopping on Instagram.
Coming in, trying to swoop in, steal your fucking ideas.
Have you ever bought anything on Instagram, either of you?
No.
Don't think so.
I have twice, and I've gotten zero of the things that I bought.
You got
on
burned
Instagram.
twice?
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
I've bought shit
What
off
a
of
mess.
Facebook out of ads and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, but I've never done it on Instagram.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
I may have bought like a Nixie tube clock off of Instagram.
Mm.
What is that? I don't know what that
Yeah.
means.
Is that like you get them? Is the thing full of like flavored sugar?
Yeah, you suck on them.
Yeah.
and then these bulbs that you turn it on and you and then suddenly you're drinking vodka every day and you're training bears how to dance. Well,
Man,
this will make sense in a minute.
How
'cause
much are these clocks?
Hey,
That's
things-
great.
I'm gonna
These
have to
are
get one of
awesome.
those.
I'm telling you guys, buy
This is the
some.
thing I've been looking for my whole life.
Is it one of those things where if you could send me a discount code, like the send to your
Yeah,
friends
like do
thing?
you get perks? Because I'm all right with giving you perks if I
Yeah.
get to drink vodka and train bears how to dance.
Let me go home and I'll suck on one of the bulbs and I'll tell you.
Let
I'll find the answer.
know.
That's usually my journey to finding my answer.
That's I'll tell you.
sucking on bulbs?
Every-
sucking on bulbs.
Every
baby.
once in a while, you get a revelation.
That's your Zen moment.
Yep,
That's
that's
my time to unwind.
Yep.
But basically, it's like these Russian used kind of light bulbs that they were like an early digital display. So they have
yeah.
a variety of like grids. Essentially, it's a bunch of like wires that are all gridded out, and then it selectively lights up different numbers into the grid. So it's very tangible looking. It's very unique looking.
Mm.
It's imagine like a 1960s Russian spacecraft would have had like these Nixie tube like indicators on it. Essentially a little light bulb with that shit in it. And it's cool. It's pretty interesting.
Huh.
But the problem is that the fucking thing was like programmed it was like electronic and it had a programmed remote with no instructions.
Mhm.
And now the fucking thing doesn't even turn on anymore. I got sucked on it too many times and now it won't even turn on.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
the problem with tubes. Once
But they did give it to me.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
can at least say that if I'm remembering correctly, I think I did find that on Instagram.
And if not, then you're a secret sleeper agent for the Soviet Union.
Oh.
Das.
no,
Das?
no.
Das.
Das. Das is
I'm trying to throw 'em off.
Yeah,
Das, comrade.
yeah,
Das,
yes.
comrades.
Not Windows.
Yeah,
Das.
working in the missile silos.
Jokes, comrades.
Yep, that's it. That's good. Well, speaking of the comrades, so we were just talking about Blast from the Past for some reason. It's Christopher Walken. That's why. And we were talking about so Brendan Fraser is enormous. Have you seen pictures of him recently?
I have. I saw
Yeah, I
some
saw him on
picture of
Doom
him.
Patrol.
He's looking large and in charge.
He is, and he's
He's a big fella.
I think he's been like I don't know. I guess he hasn't been. I guess all of his exercise was on the movie sets.
basically, and he hasn't been really working much. So
Right.
He went through a lot of really bad
Yeah,
stuff
man.
yeah, he had like
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
one of the worst
with his
decades ever.
ex-wife and like
Oh.
their kids, like all kinds of like really dramatic, crazy stuff, and he just fell out of the limelight.
Yeah, man. He was just gone.
It's
he was
sad.
showing up and he was like on the verge of tears every time he was around.
That was the
That-
thing that really
man.
bothered me because I could tell he was just like broken. Inside.
Yeah.
Every time I saw him on anything, I was like, "Whoa, this dude is
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
well."
Like Brendan Fraser, what happened?
Brendan Fraser, no!
Did the mummy get you?
That's what I was
It's like he had one more urn to claim back
That's-
from his
that's
body,
it.
and it was his fucking spirit.
Yep, the spirit just had to take it right out of him.
Crushed it, took
That's
it
why
right
I
out.
was so thrilled to see him on Doom Patrol because it was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's back. You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely
he's got
right.
A good role.
Yeah, it was good to see him getting back to things.
But he's
Yeah.
mostly, from what I understand, the voice, right? I don't think he's in
mostly
the
voice.
costume,
I don't know that he does the costume,
but he does
Yeah.
do the flashback moments where he's like
Yes.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see him getting work, and apparently he's doing some movie now.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Did you see this? Like,
Mummy 5?
Yeah, it's Mummy 5. Mummy 5,
Because
Mummy's
they
alive.
Gave up on
Right.
Tom Cruise.
Right. Yeah, we don't need this cruise bullshit. It's
Yeah,
all
this is a little kooky.
homogenized the same shit over and over again. It's Mission Impossible 96.
Like, oh, this failed. We're gonna reboot the reboot of the Mummy now.
We want the magic back with Brendan Fraser.
Fire all the writers, hire all the people who can rewrite things. We just need a whole bunch of editors. We don't need a script crew. Just edit this script to be a new script and we'll shoot it again.
Take out Tom Cruise and put back in Brendan Fraser.
We can fix this. We know what to do.
If we could just get, I don't
It's
care
like
how.
Spider-Man. We're just going to say, sorry, whoopsie.
Whoopsies.
Mulligan. I need a mulligan on that movie.
Go rewind.
I still feel bad for Andrew Garfield because those Amazing Spider-Man movies,
Mhm.
not very good, but he was an awesome Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
He's
He
pretty
just got
decent. He was
crappy
endearing.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. I felt like he was a little bit too mature, actually, for the Peter Parker role. Actually, felt like that for the most part with almost all the Spider-Mans.
I thought that
Men?
Spider-Man,
Sure, how to do
holy
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man whipping around.
8 legs all crawling, creeping and
How are they
crawling.
gonna eat the fly?
Oh, look out! Watch out for them webs.
No, but I always looked at Andrew Garfield because I was a big reader of Spider-Man in the 90s when he was an adult and a scientist and a teacher and he had cool hair and he was kind of a cool guy at that point.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield was the perfect 90s Spider-Man.
Yeah, they didn't use him to the right effect because they went and did a rehash of him as a high school student and all that, but then they went back to the Gwen Stacy days, which was more, I guess, accurate to the early Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But they had it all wrong. They should have made him the later Spider-Man, and I think that would actually serve the purpose of the movies better, the reboot of it better, if they would have just eschewed the whole fucking retelling of
Because
the
we
Uncle
know
Ben and shit.
We know it,
How many
yeah.
times Uncle Ben got to die before
Oh
you
my
fucking
God.
get the
Right.
picture? Like, we've all seen it.
That's what
Right.
was great about the Tom Holland run was they just skipped that because they knew everyone knows this story at this
Yeah.
point.
Right.
Yeah, just put him in the put him in the middle of shit.
Yeah,
'Cause-
it's like Batman. We don't need to see fucking Martha and Thomas get murdered.
Right.
Exactly. I would say right. It's already embedded in our brains.
I wonder what movie they're going to be leaving from this time. Yeah.
Oh, are those his parents?
Oh,
How sweet.
Oh no, so that's how he becomes Batman.
there's a bat. Oh, look, it's scary.
I don't know what's his bat sound to even make it. It's like a squeal, right?
Screeching. Yeah, like a little chirping noise.
Yeah.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Exactly. It's terrifying. Yeah, I'm mortified.
I think the best representation of like the Batman being, the Bruce Wayne being mortified by the bat, I think was in one of the Val Kilmer Batmans,
Absolutely.
where he's remembering it and he's recalling his memory, and they have this big in shadows, but just enough light to see the outline. This giant, like man-sized
Yeah.
bat thing. It was creepy as fuck.
Man
and I
bat.
was like,
That was
man
good.
bat.
Yeah.
That was the best representation of why bats scared him, or how bats made him feel.
Right.
Like you could relate in that sense. Then of course he got the goddamn nipples on his suit.
Yeah.
And the only one thing they did right.
The
The
damn
fucking
blue
We had to ask. We had to ask for the nipples. Yeah.
nipples come extra.
They were.
right?
Yeah. That was not fully loaded. This whole thing.
Never forgive you, Joel Schumacher.
We had to get the ear point extensions. They had to be taller, and we needed the nips.
And you had to have a really rounded, juicy ass. in the
Oh
suit.
yeah, of course.
Juicy,
That's it.
yep,
If
get
it
those
doesn't,
curves
if
on
it
there.
doesn't scoop, you might as well throw it out.
It's
Yep, that's it. Now there's a Val Kilmer movie coming out,
all these people coming back.
Documentary.
This is a perfect
Oh, really?
segue. We got
shot by Val Kilmer.
Of course. Well, the thing about Val
course.
Kilmer these days, I don't know if you know Zach, but he's basically has like throat cancer.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
speak at all.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I guess he can still speak, but it's very strained. Like
Yeah.
that's what I've read and
'Cause
heard.
He showed up in that Jay and Silent Bob movie that just came out.
Oh yeah,
But he couldn't talk. They just had him in
Oh,
the
that's
movie.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw that at a screening for the first time I ever saw it was a screening with Kevin Smith.
there you go.
Oh, that's
at,
cool.
at the theater. I was kind of just it was a whirlwind, but I do recall that now. And that's the last thing I've ever seen him in
Yeah.
in decades, dude. 20 years maybe. Yeah, but that's cool that he's doing a documentary about his own life.
Well, yeah, it's basically going to be a compilation of all of the stuff that he shot over the years. I think A24 is putting it out,
Oh, okay.
and so that should be.
They're like the catch-all, man. A24 just puts out everything.
They are
What
a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, they're indiscriminate.
Yeah.
Just put any goddamn thing
Well,
out.
but they tend to do well. I mean, at least the things that I've seen, most of their stuff tends to be like, all right, and some of it's like weird, but for the most part,
Usually
it's,
thought-provoking stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for the Green Knight
Yes.
story from the
Yeah,
the fucking
Gawain and the Green Knight, the Arthurian legend. Yeah.
the Brit Lit like story?
Oh, I
They
think
made a
I
movie
s-
of it. I saw this trailer for it or this promotional video for it that was great.
Yeah,
It
looks
was-
wicked.
It was a narrator being like, this is a story that we've all read, like we all know this story, and like here's the characters, boom boom boom, and they're showing you like they're doing it in this very modern style. It just felt updated, even though you're talking about the subject material. It's so fucking old.
right. Here's 50 Cent. Here's Big Bird. Here's Bill Cosby. They're going to go on an adventure together.
Go Big Bird, it's your birthday.
Bill Cosby's playing King Arthur.
No.
Yeah, he's recently. Yeah. Since
want to drink? Fuck you, Cosby! Good God, man! Can we talk about that for a minute?
yeah,
Holy
we
shit.
didn't even
Didn't touch on
broach
that
that
yet.
one yet. Actually, I think that happened
between shows.
between
I
shows.
think,
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking
Yeah.
Old
Bill
Cos.
He's
got him out on a technicality,
That's it.
and here he comes.
Chad, I found out because Chad and I have a text group where we send each other links for articles for TFD
Mhm.
Nerdcast, and he sent me a thing because all of our movie reviews are the Pudding Pop scale, and we used to call it the Cosby scale.
yeah.
And we changed that.
Right. Yes. Yeah. There was an edit
But he
done
sent
there.
me that article.
Five mixed drinks.
5 lick toes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he sent me an article about that, and he's like, "We can call it the Cosby scale again." And I was like, "No, Chad." I was like,
Just 'cause
Precisely why you cannot.
Just because he's out doesn't mean it's okay.
just in case you're new to the legal system,
He
just
hasn't been
because you
vindicated.
just because there's a ruling one way or the other doesn't necessarily make it true. Yeah. Yep. Or accurately
Because
reflect reality.
Nowhere in any of that does it say he was vindicated
Right.
and he was innocent.
Right.
Nope. It's
Just-
just they fucked up in the legal
Yep.
system.
Sorry, we messed up. Now you get to be free.
Not enough to keep him in jail. That's all it is.
That's it. Yeah. You got it. It's a whole big mess.
Theo,
It's-
where are you, Theo?
yeah.
That's so funny. Now you cannot find that show anywhere on
No.
TV.
Scrub.
It used to be always on TV everywhere.
Yeah.
Every channel had it.
It was
Yep.
always in syndication.
It's so strange. And I mean, I know that looking at Bill Cosby, it kind of horrifies like the average viewer at this point when knowing what you know about the guy.
Mhm.
But imagine all those people who also worked on the show.
Yeah.
That's what I always think of.
Well,
When
they
one
weren't.
person fucks up,
I
all
don't
the other
think-
people have to suffer for it.
Well, depending upon the people, I don't think most of them were necessarily making any profits on the
No,
syndication.
yeah. Lately, yeah, I don't think that's true.
Oh, here's my check for being a grip on the Bill Cosby show.
I owe them 5 cents.
Wait a minute. Is this for the legal fee or what's going on here? Oh, it's to print the check. It cost them more to print the check than the check was worth. I
Now no
forgot.
one's gonna know that I was the best boy. on
That's
that show.
right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's the best. That's the
I had
best.
to
title.
scrape and all the blood that was shed for me to become the best boy.
You have no clue how many boys I killed. to become the best.
They were
boy.
inferior boys, I tell you. I was the best boy.
I was a little unclear as to what the job description was, but I made sure to get a head start.
Suffice to say, I had no competition.
I woke up that morning and I said, there aren't going to be any boys left here.
There can be only one.
That's right. All the boys have seen their last day. Yep. This is
Yeah.
your. All right, boys. Well, I hope you're all up and at 'em, ready for this interview because this is going to be your last sunrise. All right. It was beautiful. I hope because it's going to be the last one.
You know what they say in the land of the boys, the one-eyed boy is best.
That's right. Man,
exactly
I've
what
lived
they
my life by it too. Yep.
I have it taped to my mirror.
Never steered me
Every
wrong.
morning I look at myself and I think, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Because
And then I
you have two
realize
eyes.
if
Like,
I had one eye, I'd be a better boy.
That's right. Because I can only see half of my manliness now.
Now it's like I finally have clarity.
Yes.
Right.
And by that, I mean, this is my bad eye, and I'm not sure who's looking at me. Is that a doorway or a mirror?
Is
Because
someone on my
somebody's
left?
looking back. Hello?
Make yourself known on this side of me.
Who goes there? Just walking around.
Just constantly doing that.
Every time.
Head's going everywhere. What?
I gotta check my dad for cataracts.
Every time
This
you.
is what happens in my
that's
house.
it. Every time he walks into the bathroom.
Hello?
Who's there? Oh,
What's going on?
there! Somebody's in the bathroom.
Hello?
Son of a bitch, I pissed in the sink again.
This is I don't know if that's onset dementia or maybe it's not being able to see. Who knows?
Who knows? And why should we decide? That's
Not for us
really
to decide.
that takes all the fun. That's right.
That's the job of the best boy.
That's the best boy's job.
Average
and-
boys like
and
us.
I'll be damned if I'm going to take food out of the best boy's mouth. All right, that's it. That's right. He already has it bad enough. He's the best boy, and he's dead. Everyone else is dead.
He didn't go through 10 years of best boy school.
That's right.
For us to disrespect him like
That's right. And he's got to at least be half a man by now.
he's the best boy, which
enough-
makes him half a man.
I'm still trying to work out the math, how many boys it takes to make a man, and whether they're good or bad or best or whatever. But we're going to put them together, and eventually we're going to find ourselves with a pretty decent. What was that guy's name from Family Vacation?
Clark Griswold.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's a man right there.
That's a man.
Drives an
That is
Oldsmobile.
a man and a half.
Knows how to light up those lights. That's what you're looking for.
He knows how to be an utter asshole
That's-
behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
God.
Apparently,
Man.
I've read about that recently.
Oh,
that Chevy
yeah.
Chase is the biggest dick.
Yeah, there.
Ever.
Who was somebody was telling a story. It was a comedian. I think it was on Howard Stern. Somebody was telling the story. Who else was with Chevy Chase around that time?
Bill Murray.
I think no,
They
it
had
was
a
it
famous
was
fight.
it was
They got
Chevy
into a
Chase.
fight.
Yeah, it was Chevy Chase talking about that fight
Yeah,
with Bill Murray, and then somebody else was talking about SNL at the time.
Mhm.
Can't think of who it was, but they were talking about how they would always be like at each other's throats all the time and everything like that. And then eventually, Juan saying that his fights with Bill Murray were epic. Yeah, absolutely. And so they
Get in there, Bill. I'm feeling fucking froggy.
Right, yeah, exactly. That was it. Like they just used to like get in fights with each other all the time, just over little stupid shit that didn't have anything to do with anything.
They're about as opposite personalities as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Murray's chill as fuck. He'll just wander into a place.
And I had no clue that the guy who plays the Bubble Boy's father on Seinfeld
Mhm.
is his brother.
What?
That's
Whose brother?
Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, Bill Murray's brother.
Yeah,
Yeah. I forget his first name at the
I
moment.
can't think of it.
But he's in like everything. He's in Groundhog Day.
yeah.
He's in Caddyshack. He's the boss in Caddyshack. In Groundhog Day, he's the mayor of the town.
Mhm.
He's
No way.
yes,
Yeah.
he's in everything
I
with
know
Bill.
exactly who you're talking
Well,
about.
Yeah.
now.
As soon as I heard
Brian
Brian is his
Brian
name.
Murray.
Thanks, Juan.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Juan. Brian, you know what? Juan is like our Jamie on this show.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was listening back to the old episode when we were talking about how great it was to have Juan look up stuff, and I was like, "He's Jamie! He's Jamie!" I'm shouting at myself.
Juan, pull
Yeah,
that up. And
yeah.
he's like close enough, right? Because they both start with J's, but it's
Yeah.
different enough that we can be like, it's phonetically different.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
our Juan.
Yep.
Thank God
We got-
for Juan.
That's right.
Juan's keeping us all, keeping us our straight, our ship on course.
That's
straight
right.
ahead.
Straight and narrow. Yep.
Straight and narrow. I'm all tripping all over my
It,
goddamn
it
words.
doesn't matter. So am I.
Fucking shit.
I even had 2 cups of coffee today, thinking that was going to help. It's not helping.
It's all the same every goddamn
It's
day.
all just the same monotony of bullshit. But what are you going to do?
The litany of crap.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the crazy thing. The first time that I realized that somebody, I think whoever I was listening to talk about this was saying that his brother was with him there,
Mhm.
and they said, "Oh yeah, he was in this and this and this." They started listening, and I was like, "I saw that, but I didn't who." And then I looked up his face, and as soon as I made the connection that he was a Murray, then all of a sudden the
Faces look
yeah, then
similar.
you start to see they're like, oh, okay, I see it now. I can't believe I didn't realize it before, but yeah, they're bros.
You know, this is kind of a different tangent, but
Yeah.
it lines up in old Hollywood like showbiz weird stories.
Right?
I just was listening to a podcast about Sinead O'Connor.
Okay.
Have you ever heard about what went down with her and Prince?
Mm-mm.
It's in her biography that she just wrote.
I think you might have
I
told
may
me
have
this
told you
story.
about
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, you know, Nothing Compares to You. That was a Prince song that he gave to, I believe, Morris Day in the time.
Yeah.
And then Sinead O'Connor did it, and it basically became her song.
Mm-hmm.
Prince didn't fucking like that.
Right.
So he invited her over to his house in like Hollywood or somewhere, and for just to hang out.
Mhm.
She went thinking this is going to be fun. You know, I'm meeting Prince. This is great. You know.
Right.
And he's just being real weird to her. And at one point, because he's Prince, he's just like, I want to have a pillow fight. And he made his brother, who was his manservant, go and get 2 pillows.
Right.
And she says
His
that
brother was his manservant.
Wasn't the best boy though.
And that's not the
Yeah,
best
that's
right.
one. He's
Yeah,
no
we know
Brian
that.
Murray, I'll tell you
That's
that. He can't stand on his own 2 feet.
so he brings back the pillows, and she gets walloped by this pillow, and she recognizes immediately like there's something in that pillow.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to beat the shit out of her with the pillow because he don't like her, and he's kind of punishing her.
Right.
Come here,
So-
Brian. Come here, Brian Prince. I want you to fill this pillow with bricks.
and so it scares the shit out of her, and she gets up and just bolts out of his house.
Right.
And he chases her.
With
and
the
he-
pillow.
Maybe, probably.
Swinging it over his head.
She goes running into the woods, and he hops in his car and fucking beelines
God
down the
damn.
road chasing her. And the only reason he stopped chasing her was she got to the neighbor's house and was banging on their door, and then he
Oh,
finally
man.
turned around and went home. But Prince was fucking gonna beat the shit
Yeah.
out of her.
There you go. That's
He's
Prince.
like, oh no, that's Michael Jackson's house. He's a weirdo.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Listen, I don't cross
It's
into
too weird.
Neverland. All right.
Neverland is my line. It's
That's
like,
right.
It's like if I'm a demon, there's a circle. There's a circle full of salt, and that I cannot cross, and I will not cross. I
Do
refuse
not wear
to
your
cross.
assless chaps into Neverland.
That's right.
Never. Never have your ass hanging out in front of Michael Jackson.
That's right. It's on the sign. It's on the sign on the front.
It's right there.
It's clearly printed.
Don't feed the animals. Don't wear assless chaps.
That's right, around Michael Jackson. Yep,
That's
you're setting yourself up for a bad time there, friend. Or a good time, but probably a bad time. Yeah.
Depends on
It's-
your thing.
That's right. It's all what you're
I
into.
support my gay robot son.
That's right. That's right. So do we. And that's the reason why we're going to bring him up right there on the screen.
Here
you
he
guys can't see him,
comes.
but here he
He'll be up
is.
there in a moment.
Here, it's up there. It's up there right now. You guys just can't see it because
I love my
There he
gay
is.
There he is.
robot
There he is.
son.
There's our gay
And
robot
just because
son.
Pride Month is over, doesn't mean that you can't and shouldn't support.
That's right. You can
Our
support
gay
these
robot
gay
sons.
robots all year round
Please do.
because God knows that they're helping us year round.
No one else will support them. Why won't you?
Yeah, right. Give them.
That's how those fucking starving children commercials should have been. Like Sarah McLachlan
Yeah.
should have been like, oh no, or those the kids or both. I can't
That
remember.
was the dogs.
The
That was
arms
the
of the
dogs,
angels.
his arms, the
Oh,
angels. Yeah.
What was the kids? What was the starving
was
children?
That's the
that
old
was
the old
That was
man.
the chick from Archie Bunker as an adult. What was her name?
Get out of here, meathead!
Yeah.
You fucking meathead! All these kids are starving. Give them food. Actually, if Archie Bunker was involved,
Yeah,
that would've
right.
been the racist,
He'd be
most
using
racist
expletives.
shit ever.
They would have to bleep quite a bit from the commercial. It'd have to be edited.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
get any of the information.
50 cents.
There'd just be hard cuts, just cutting the stock footage of children crying while he's in the middle of a sentence, just so they can obviously change what he's saying. Cheers. Yeah, for
Cheers.
for drinking at
Drink
the same
break.
time.
That was the best audio for a podcast
Yep.
I've ever. It just went
This way.
silent, and
Yep.
you could hear you both.
Yep. Cheers.
That is professional.
That's right. That's how we do what we do. We know what we're doing here.
You know what
No
the
one
problem
listens
is? You
anyways.
guys don't have a best boy to make
This
sure
is exactly the
We have, the
problem.
closest thing we have right now is a Juan, and Juan is more like a Jamie,
Yeah.
who is like our behind the scenes information guy.
Exactly right. Yes, and Juan
don't
actually
have a
helps
best
us. Yeah, he's not.
And he
just-
does help us.
Chris, on the other
he
hand,
was the worst boy.
he was the worst.
Chris
boy.
is the worst.
Chris is the worst boy. That's your new title, Chris. I hope you're listening to this. You are now the worst boy.
One
Yep.
of his many iterations.
That's right. Worst boy Chris is here,
Worst
folks.
boy Chris.
Yeah, he's somewhere. He's here somewhere.
He'll be here. He'll be here in probably a couple weeks, I think.
Whatever.
He's out for a
Who
while.
knows? Who cares?
Who gives a
Because
shit?
as
Does
we've
anyone-
said, we don't need him. We don't need him.
We don't even need an audience, apparently. to
Nope.
keep on
we've,
doing
we've
this.
got two people.
We
one of them-
literally, one of them's me and one of them's Juan.
There we go. That's
You
it.
are your
That's
own audience.
two, baby. 1 and 2. Count them up. We're winning. We're winning at the game. That's it.
This is getting in at the ground level, right? Because
Yep.
what if this show takes off? All of
There you
us
go.
will be the
We'll be
original
left in the
crew.
dust. Oh,
And Juan can
yeah.
come to the show. Juan could be our Jamie at the show.
Yeah,
at our
absolutely.
studio in Austin where we do DMT and we hunt elks.
Oh my
In the
God!
studio!
In the studio, we've
And
got
she-
wild elk in the
There's
studio.
a cage where there's like an octagon where you can fight a chimpanzee.
Oh man!
I think that's a great idea.
We'll be right next to
And
Joe
we're gonna
Rogan.
duct tape machetes to his arms too. Man, swinging around, lopping off his own ears. He doesn't care.
You're in your studio. You should record the show inside of one of those fucking water chambers that he likes. What are those things
Yeah.
called?
Oh
Yeah, float tanks.
Yeah, the float
Yeah,
tanks.
absolutely right.
One of those things where like Wolverine goes into, right, when he's being like in stasis and
Yep, when they're
Throwing his
injecting
body with
yep.
metal.
Or when Daredevil wants to sleep and he doesn't want to have to hear everything.
Ah,
Yeah, that's the ticket. That's what you want to do. That or one of those circular things that the motorcycle guys ride around in the cage.
Oh my god!
Oh, the cage of death or whatever.
Yeah.
Like at the
The
York
wall
Fair.
of death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it right there. I
God.
roll around in one of those babies.
That's basically our goal. That's our end. That's
Human
our end
hamster
result.
To
Yep.
have a danger cage.
We want a danger cage. We want to have our own studio. We
Float
want to fight
tanks.
chimpanzees, float in tanks.
Is it so
you know,
much to ask?
sensory deprivation tanks. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
All it is a coffin full of water.
Yeah,
That's
fuck.
what that's what we need to do. We need to get those like fishbowl old style like
Cosmonaut
30,000
helmets.
leads under the sea
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
like diver suit helmet thing. Have a microphone in there and then go in the float tank and do the show from in the float tank.
We're like David Blaine
Yeah, we're seemingly like in
Or-
zero gravity.
or Ludacris in Fast and Furious 9. That was their spacesuit, was a diving suit, a deep diving suit from like the 20s.
And you know why it worked, right?
Yep.
It's family.
Family.
Just say what's in your heart, Paul.
Fuck you. Fuck you. It's the dumbest fucking premise of a movie
Yep.
ever.
It's great. That's why.
It's just amazing.
That's why it's so wonderful because
That
it's
is-
so stupid.
That is why. And you know what? I shouldn't be complaining about it because if I
Don't.
made a movie, it'd probably have the same premise as Fast and the Furious
Man.
9.
And honestly, if I could be in one of those movies, I would be in one.
Oh
of
my
those
God! Yeah,
hell
absolutely. Yeah, because there's no script. Either that or it's the same script. They just recycle it. They just make the cars go different
movies.
places.
And
Just
then-
general idea.
Yeah.
Just get out there,
Yep.
man.
Oh,
Yada,
by the
yada,
way, you need to
yada.
go fast, right?
I'll go that way.
And if you're upset, that's good too. Yes, Vin, you're heading that way today.
That way, man.
Fast? Yes, go fast, Vin.
Nose.
Yes, press the
there's
nod button.
NOS button. Yep.
I heard a gas.
Yeah.
I put the cat goal.
Is this
Good
blood-
job.
Is this bloodshot? No, it's a Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
Dude, this is the thing about Vin Diesel now. His Bloodshot performance was identical to his Fast and the Furious performance.
It's not really a performance.
Right.
He was
Right.
phoning it in. And he was on Alexander Graham Bell's original version of the fucking telephone.
You know it. You know
was
it.
the most. It was the phoniest phoning in performance I've ever seen in my whole fucking life.
Yeah, but
He was half asleep through the whole movie.
well, yeah, but that's the thing. You got to feed the NOS. You know, it's
The Nas
it's
beast
all,
requires
yeah, it's
sustenance.
all in glory of the NOS. That's what it's all about the NOS. Yeah, that's the whole Fast and Furious has just been a secret ploy for them to make more nos.
We need more Nas. You know, I do have a lot of respect for Vin Diesel and what he's been able to do with that franchise and for his career, what he's made of it.
Sure,
But
yeah.
Man, sometimes it really looks like he is just phoning it in.
Yeah.
That Bloodshot movie, you and I talked about it on my show.
Yeah.
We when we reviewed it, we both agreed that it looked like they recut the movie to focus more on Isaac Gonzalez's character because he gave them nothing.
Right. He didn't do anything, dude.
Caught on the water. The water kind of. Caught on the wall. See, the problem. This is the problem, right? James Gunn got him to do Groot for Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was like, "You mean I don't have to do anything? I just sit here and talk into a microphone. I say one word. I like one word."
What I wouldn't give him so much shit if he came on the scene like that, but
Yeah.
he was so charismatic when he first started.
He was
his
an
career.
action star.
He was doing a really great job of like keeping me entertained.
He hasn't even taken the Steven Seagal path, really. I mean,
No.
Steven Seagal degenerated into.
If he somehow gains hair again and it turns into a widow's peak and he starts colluding with Russia.
Yep. That's it.
There's some funny stories about Steven Seagal I've read where like somebody put him in a chokehold and he shit his pants.
Yes.
He said he was
I heard that one.
untouchable.
Yep. I heard that one before. And it happened relatively quickly, too, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Phony. At least Vin Diesel probably could kick your ass.
Right. I'll tell you though, I do miss that Steven Seagal show, Steven Seagal Lawman or whatever the fuck it was called. I love that
I
show.
could not bring myself to watch
Oh
it.
my God. I watched every episode. It was so bad. It was so bad watching him like, all right, I'm a humble guy, but I'm the strongest guy here. Now let me fight all these police officers. Yeah, I'm the best boy. Let me fight all these cops with guns. I'll just slap them and they'll let me.
Come here.
Yeah. That's right. There you go.
That's his Aikido.
That's it.
Like he's shooing mosquitoes.
You're
away
gonna
from his
die
face.
now. Yep, that's it.
I always remember on
fate is sealed.
Mad TV when Will Sasso was playing.
Yeah.
And he would just break
yeah.
everyone's neck in
Yep.
2
Just
seconds.
snap
That's my
everybody's neck.
favorite.
Yep.
We saw Squint and he's
Yeah.
pissed off about everything. And that's it's Crouching Tigers and the Hidden Dragons.
Yeah. Yep. I saw that movie like 3 times. Now get the magic going. No, turn the cameras on because I'm feeling the magic.
He's like
Falls
falls dead
off.
off the cliff. Oh my God, it's the greatest.
Oh, he
The
just
greatest.
keeps breaking everybody's necks.
Cracks the neck to anybody who disagrees with him.
Anybody who disagrees, and anybody who disagrees with us is going to have to listen to weird news.
That's right. And
That's a
if you're
great idea.
smart, you will disagree with us.
That's right.
So guess what? Here
You're
comes the
listening.
weird
You're
news.
listening to it. That's the bottom line.
Roll the clip, Juan.
Roll that, Juan. Roll that
up,
clip,
Juan.
All
Juan
right.
can be our we could just
We'll reference
give
him.
Juan credit for doing all of our
That's it.
background
There you go.
stuff on our
Juan,
show.
get ready because we're about to load you up with credits.
Juan's here anyways. I mean, fuck, it's literally
Juan
just
says rolling.
it's basically you, me, and Chris and Juan like as
Yep.
our team on our show.
It's our show. It is our show.
It's our whole
Absolutely.
show.
All right. Let me get the weird news stuff all set here. And we'll move this
I'm trying to remember some highlights of what we're going over here.
There were no highlights.
I just wrote best boy
and don't forget worst boy.
Yep.
at worst boy. Chris is the worst boy.
Best
That's
boy
right.
and worst
Steven
boy.
Seagal, Chevy Chase, Sinead O'Connor, and Prince.
Oh yeah,
Man, Zach needs to be on our show more often.
I know he's the most organized person that'd be on our
Zach
show ever.
take notes.
Yeah, that's right. I should have had Zach taking notes. He'd have been doing
I have
great.
to do all the notes for my show.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
You're used to that kind of pressure.
All right. Here we go, folks.
Oh shit! How do you spell Sinead? I forget.
It doesn't matter.
Sinead.
God damn. This is great. I'm sure Juan would have told us too.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Sorry, Juan.
It's okay. It's okay.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has fought the ship.
And now with this week's weird news, here's the
For our first story, we're going to start off sad. That's what we like to do. We're going to bring you right down, because once we bring you to rock bottom, folks, there's nowhere to go but down further, because we also brought jackhammers. So get ready for our first story.
I'm already low, and I'll tell you what, I'll take feeling anything at this point.
That's right. There's a little. I'll welcome some depth. Okay, it's been so shallow recently. The 20-year-old Belgian named Big Jake, who lived on Smoky Hollow Farm and was the tallest horse in the world, is now dead.
Oh, damn it.
The wife of the farmer's owner, Jerry Gilbert, said Big Jake died 2 weeks ago, but declined to give the exact date of death. Okay, so we're not sure what has become of Big Jake. We would rather not remember him by a date. It's been traumatic enough, even for our family, she said. He was 6'10".
Oh my god.
And weighed 2,500 pounds.
Oh my.
Fuck.
That's a big pony right
That
there.
is a big pony.
And he was a Guinness World Record holder, the tallest living horse in 2010. He was a superstar, a truly magnificent animal. He was born in Nebraska, weighing 240 pounds at birth, about 100 pounds heavier than a
Shit.
typical Belgian foal.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he said he plans to memorialize Big Jake by keeping his stall empty and inserting a brick on the outside with his picture and name.
I plan to keep a little jar of Elmer's glue next to my desk for all eternity.
He was nuts. He was nuts, folks.
And now you can buy a Big Jake steak for $15.
That's right.
Big Jake said, get it all before it goes
unrelated.
bad.
We're not going to tell you when we cut them either. We're going
We
to decline to give you the
So
date.
that's why they're not giving the date.
That's exactly right. Yep, they're looking. They got to get the merch going. They need the merch.
I would eat the world's tallest horse.
Would you? Yeah, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? You know, just it's something
Being a
to
vet,
do.
you know,
Man,
it's something to
people
do.
gotta hang up on eating horse meat. It's just a fucking animal.
Right? Exactly.
I've got a little can
It's
that I bought
muscle.
from Japan. It is
Yeah.
whale flavored horse meat.
Yeah.
I've been too afraid to eat it.
Yeah.
But,
sounds
but when I
Right.
saw it,
Love
it
the whale
online,
flavor.
I had to.
Yeah. Right.
Where else are you gonna find whale flavored horse meat?
And what does whale taste like, and why did you have to flavor the horse that way?
Yeah. Exactly. Was the horse not good enough?
This
Is this an
exotic-
addition to the horse?
The crazy exotic taste of horse is not enough. You got to flavor it with whale.
With
Yeah.
whale blubber or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's.
Whales have to either taste super rich and delicious, or like just kind of like
I imagine they're
Funky and
fatty. Yeah. And
overly
fishy.
fatty and fishy.
Yeah. Because they're
Yeah.
holding all that salt water.
Yeah,
Right.
very umami.
Yeah.
Umami,
Right. Exactly.
yeah,
Right.
umami.
Yep. That's it.
I'll eat a whale too, guys.
All right.
Giant horses and whales.
All right.
I
You're
bring it
you're
on.
you're a good. You're in the club now.
I'll
then.
eat
All right.
anything. Anything that's put in front of me, I'll eat it.
Well, I'll
Don't
tell
leave your hand in front of me for too long, guys. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't leave your children around your house. If it's just sitting there, he's gonna be like, "Well,
Yep.
no one's watching it."
Hasn't
Hey,
moved in a while.
Sorry.
Hasn't moved in a while.
Well, I'll tell you who else hasn't moved in a while. An exit off Interstate 95 in Florida had to be closed for 3 hours because 100 homing pigeons fell off of a truck and refused to move. The crate carrying 100 homing pigeons fell off the truck late Tuesday near Daytona Beach because the birds roost at night, and the pigeons stayed on the road all night until the bright lights of the vehicles had startled them. They flew into the air, creating a hazard for drivers, and then would come right back to the same space. It's the worst case scenario because homing pigeons can't find their home. The sheriff's deputies, state troopers, and animal service workers attempted to capture the pigeons, ultimately recovering 73 fowl. The birds weren't banded, so their owner wasn't immediately determined. Our job is to help the animals find their way home, whether they're covered in fur, scales, or in this case, feathers. So there you go. There's a bunch of homing pigeons that were blocking 100 of them blocking.
And that's why Jon Snow didn't get any help
Nope.
when he needed it, when all of the wildlings were coming to the wall.
Nope. They didn't care one bit. They'll find their way home,
They're
they
all just
assumed.
sitting on I-95.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's all you can do
It
sometimes.
reminds me of the introduction to this old movie called The Edge
Mm-hmm.
with Anthony Hopkins, I think, and Alec Baldwin. And it's about these guys are on a private plane. It's the beginning part,
Mhm.
and they run into like a migration or a flock of
Mhm.
geese,
Mhm.
and one of the geese ends up like colliding with the visor, the windshield, and visor. Yeah, visor. Yeah, like it's
My car visor.
it's a car visor.
What's the outside visor called?
And it makes the plane go down. They end up like trapped in the woods with like a bear hunting them.
Oh,
And that's the whole movie. It's pretty fucking intense.
like a large hairy gay dude, you mean?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
It was Pride Month.
It was Pride Month down there.
That's right.
And Alec Baldwin's like, "What the fuck is Pride Month? I'm here to do the Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Let's get started on the audio."
Boss baby, come on.
Anthony Hopkins was like,
He's too busy making cookie faces.
"You do the Boss Baby."
Yeah.
It's like a '90s movie. It's very obscure,
No.
but it just was terrifying to think that this flock of geese could have brought a plane down.
Yeah. Well,
But on this was the terrestrial version of that.
that's it. Animals can definitely do some damage and make people uncomfortable, like an alligator that paid a visit to the church in Florida, where it was greeted by parishioners and the pastor even offered it a business card.
Yes, my son, come in.
That's right. Come on in, scaly creature. You're as old as the dinosaurs that we don't believe in. Photos and video captured at the Victory Church in Lehigh Acres shows the small gator wandering around the grounds of the house of worship, approaching the door at one point. Daniel Gregory, the church's lead pastor, took video while he approached the reptile and offered it a business card. We have services at 9 and 11 Sunday mornings, he says. Want to check us out? He then saw the unusual visit as an opportunity to have some fun. He came to our church. I don't know what his spiritual condition is, but I needed to invite this gator to church. We certainly encourage the viewing aspect of it, but we've never wanted you to approach a wild animal like that. It can be very dangerous, Officer Adam Brown said. There's no reason to take that kind of a stupid chance.
What they don't realize is that was the second coming of Christ, and they just
He
made
was
fun of him.
exactly
and sent
right.
him away.
That's right. He comes in the form you least expect.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it.
It's always a test.
That's it. If you read it, you read the Bible, you know the story. After he's gone, he's walking with the apostles, and it wasn't until he whipped out his scaly tail and broke bread that they realized that this was the same guy. It was the same guy.
Crap, this reminds me of Jesus.
Oh shit! This guy reminds me of Jesus.
Hey, you don't remember the scene where he grabs Paul and goes into a death spiral?
Yeah. Oh man, I love that part. It was great. It was definitely an effective way to defend himself. If only he had done that with the crowd. Yeah. Cross with little arms. Real little wings on the side.
So what is Steve Irwin like? Punches Pilate?
Yeah. He's got to be. It's like Judas. Yeah.
Judas,
Yep.
Crockett, look at this spine. Look at this
Dive
beautiful face.
You want this thing? I'll give it to you for
want
some money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've never seen a Messiah this big.
That's right. Look how thick the hide is. That's how you know he's half God.
Oh, look at here. This entire pond is turned into wine. There's a big bloke around here somewhere.
Leave Jesus alone. He has to sun himself to regulate his body temperature. He's not praying. He's just getting some sun. It's a cold day. Well, I'll tell you who else was having a cold day. A police academy in China announced it's holding an auction to find homes for 54 dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
They all flunked out of the program for being law enforcement canines. They were all too gentle for the career.
Oh,
Well, that's all too sweet.
That's it. Well, the Crime Investigation Police University of China. That's a great name.
Rolls right off the tongue.
That's right. That's what you want. In the northeastern province, announced the dogs, primarily German Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds, and Belgian M-A-L-I-N-O-I-S. Malinos. Who knows? The Belgian marine animals will also be auctioned July 7th. The school said that the canines were rejected from the police dog training program for reasons including timid personalities, physical weakness, or frailty.
The worst boys.
That's right. Yeah, they were the worst boys and refusing to bite when prompted. I'm a pacifist, man. I don't want to bite. I don't want to bite anybody.
You're going to breed all of the aggression out of an entire animal, right? Like the entire species of an animal.
Yeah.
And then you're going to, essentially flunk them for not being
Right. No.
aggressive enough.
Right.
It's your fault. Look in the mirror, for Christ's sake.
Exactly. You bred them to be this way. This is your own fault.
We bred that dog to have a flat face and a tiny ass, and
Yeah.
you wanted to attack people.
That's it. You bred this dog. Now you're going to lie in it.
This is your bread. Now you're going to eat it.
That's right. You're going to eat this dog. Each dog.
Because no one else will take it.
That's
You need
right.
to get rid of it.
Each dog starts at about $30, with bids increasing at $7.70 until the auction ends.
That's the most adorable thing ever. And I'm pretty sure all those dogs will find homes and they'll
I
have
hope
better
so.
lives than
Hope-
tearing apart criminals
Hopefully, yes.
or who are maybe not even necessarily doing anything wrong.
Well,
when it comes to the Chinese government, it might not even be tearing apart criminals. It's just people.
you never know.
Yeah, just regular citizens.
Well, I'll tell you, there's another criminal that's certainly still on the books. A man in Maine tried to post $200 bail with counterfeit bills,
Oh,
according
boy.
to the sheriff's office.
He's doubling down
that's
right on
right.
that fucking
That's right.
crime
He's
world.
a gambler. He's the gambler. That's what they call him at the bar, the gambler.
Know when to hold 'em.
That's right, because
Know
he drinks
when to fold
he
'em.
drinks everybody's empties.
Know when
Deputies,
to print more hundreds. Know when to pay.
So this
When
is
to run.
This is Confederate money.
I guess, yeah.
No one has accepted
Where are we
this in
supposed to be?
100 years.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay. Wait.
What?
There's weird words. Okay, well, I'm just going to read this straight up. Okay,
Matt's
so
having a
this
stroke.
is happening in Waterboro, Maine. Deputies responding to the report of a stolen vehicle in Waterboro early Sunday morning stopped a man walking nearby the York County Sheriff's Office.
There's York counties all over.
Yes, I know, but
okay.
it's
But it's here.
yeah, but it's here.
But
It
what I'm
happened
trying to tell
here,
you is
but they arrested him in Maine. They determined that it was he was not involved, but arrested him on an outstanding warrant for theft from Walmart. The man said that he had enough money to post $200 bail, but when the bail commissioner arrived, he tried to pay with two counterfeit $100 bills. He was denied bail and returned to jail with the additional charge of forgery. The man was able to post $100 bail a day later, and his court date is set for August 4th.
$100 bail. That was it.
The next day, because I guess he worked off his $100, or maybe he like the $200 bail is gone now. Now you have to pay $100 because you try to pass off counterfeit bills.
So this bill was pretty good, but we don't accept this one. It was a really shitty job.
right,
We'll put this one into circulation, though.
we're gonna.
It's clear you could
Nice
have done
job.
better with that second one because this first one is pristine.
I'm
This-
not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's right, exactly. Yes, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Just disappointed. in
Just
you.
do better.
Just do better next time. And how about $100? Just give me $100.
Just a hundo.
It's like trying to handle the counterfeit dollars. You want this? Want this?
Boy, you almost got it.
No cashier worth their salt in a grocery store is going to accept that fucking counterfeit bill. I can see the fucking edges all
See it
crooked from
a
here.
mile away. It's all crooked, and that is clearly not George Washington on that money right there. George Washington isn't even supposed to be on a $100 bill. All right, that is quite obviously some like Crosby, Stills, and Nash guy on there. I don't know what's going on.
All three of them.
All three of them on $100 bills, obviously.
Like Mount Rushmore.
That's right.
on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Read a book and go to jail.
That's
all
right. That's right. It's Monopoly.
Educate yourself.
Monopoly time.
You're trying to use Monopoly money.
That's
You're
right.
going to use Monopoly rules.
We would have been fine if
Straight
we
to
were
jail.
in where was that, up in Massachusetts? There they did that.
Was that on your show that they were talking about that bar that was accepting?
Yes.
Monopoly money?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, it was good stuff. Tell you what else was good stuff. California Highway Patrol said that an officer recently had to pull over a vehicle when they noticed an unusual visual obstruction on the hood. Want to take a guess what that might have been? You guessed right. A satellite dish.
I knew it.
A whole satellite dish. The CHP's Antelope Valley Station said that an officer T. Canton stopped a Toyota Prius on the area highway after taking note of a large satellite dish mounted right in front of the windshield. The post said the officer asked the driver if the satellite dish impaired their view, and they responded, "Only when I make right turns."
That's about 50%,
That's
officer.
That's fine, but
50%, I could see clear as day.
it's the only way I can watch the NFL Network. though.
That's right. I can't miss a moment.
If I'm on the road a lot, officer,
Yeah,
you know what it's like.
Look, I live in my
Get it?
car because I had to pay for DirecTV.
that's right. It was expensive. They keep upping the price of the package, giving me channels I don't want, taking away ones I do. It's a rough life, but we have to make it how we can out here on the road, officer. You know what it's all about. Well, the CHP says that this runs afoul of the California Vehicle Code, which makes it illegal to mount anything on the hood of a vehicle that obstructs the driver's view. It's all about safety, folks. They said they did not reveal whether the driver was ticketed or released without a warning.
Let me let you guys in on a little secret here. This is the most hypocritical thing for officers to be citing people for. I don't care if it's a giant fucking satellite as a hood ornament.
Yeah.
When I used to do ride-alongs with cops, there is a computer console in the middle that they will be on, looking at stuff on the dispatch on their phone,
and then
driving with
knee.
their fucking knees going. I'm not even kidding. Like 80 miles an hour in a 30 zone. This is real, and it's constant. And I'm like, how do you have the fucking balls to pull people over for
plowing down school children as they're crossing the street?
I was scared. I'm like, we're just gonna crash and die, or like, maybe we'll hit somebody.
Yeah, that's it. And then once you hit somebody, you have to get out and finish them off, because the last thing you want is somebody getting injured by the cops. That's right. We all know how that goes.
We don't like lawsuits here.
That's right.
It's a mercy killing.
That's right. That's right. We're just doing the kind thing. We're just trying to be kind.
We're trying to be the best boy department here.
That's right. That's right. we want to be the best boy of police departments. That's right. That's right. We're doing
the Lord Crocodile.
Okay, the Lord spoke to me and he said, "Death roll." Finish him off.
I threw him some chicken and he seemed a lot happier after that. Wasn't as hungry, at least.
This raw chicken is the body of my body.
That's right. Exactly right.
Swamp water is my blood.
Tastes just like chicken.
You got to chum Jesus. Get him to come out of the water.
Don't pray. Prayer won't help.
Don't pray. Chum.
Chum.
That's a t-shirt right there, guys. Do not miss out on that one.
It's going to be on the Red Bubble later this week.
I will buy the Don't Pray.
Don't pray. Chum.
There's got to be just a raw chicken body on there.
with a crocodile sitting up there looking down from a cloud.
Chief Brody takes a side eye at you and he goes, "We're going to need a bigger cross."
Oh my God. Yeah, we
give you new gods every week.
That's right. We're ever expanding pantheon of new deities. Yeah, that's what we say, folks. You got to keep it flexible, keep it changing, keep it moving. You need to share all of these new deities with everybody, because if you don't, you are damning their souls to a cold-blooded hell.
The thing is, they don't make themselves known, those deities, but they still hold it against you if you don't worship them.
Yup, that's it.
True.
It's all that's why you just light a bunch of candles, light a bunch of incense, leave some fruit and shit out, and you just be like, "Listen, whoever's on the line today,
thank you.
Thanks for the good stuff. Sorry about the bad stuff. Probably my fault, maybe your fault. Either way, just make sure you keep the light on for me, because something's happening and I'm not sure what's going on with my heart right now." Just got to double down, baby. You never know. Never know. I'll bring some chicken gizzards with me if that's what you need, Lord. Whatever you need from me, I am your servant.
Chicken bones, virgins. I mean,
whatever you're looking for, we can probably get it.
We'll get it. This is America. We can get whatever we want.
That's right. This is America, and we don't do a goddamn thing for anybody unless it's threatening us. Then you better watch out. Yep. That's it. And it's a wonder. That's our July 4th message. We don't do anything unless it's threatening. So make sure that you threaten us with diabetes or with a terrorist attack or with some sort of gas shortage or something like that. Make us scared so that we know what we need to be angry at.
We want to get motivated here in America. We're not going to get up for
because it's probably the politicians' fault. Whatever it is,
right.
We the consumer who runs a capitalistic society has nothing to do with all the stuff that's wrong. We don't accept any of the responsibility. It's all on Crocodile Jesus.
Yeah,
that's Crocodile Jesus has failed us once again.
Listen, if we don't sin, what did Crocodile Jesus die for? Right? We're asking that question in general, but
crocodiles can live for a really long time, so he's still alive. He never did.
It doesn't matter if he was.
The nails went right through. He was fine.
The crucifix they put him behind in the cave. He rolled right out again, and they were like, "What the hell?"
His snout was long enough he could just snack on the bodies next to him. He was fine. He was injured. He had the nurse's wounds for a little bit, but He's doing all right.
Gator Jesus is still sulking around in swamps in Florida right
Yeah,
now.
right, exactly right.
now,
Yep,
as
that's
we speak.
God's country. This is God's country because I live here.
You probably
That's it.
didn't realize that the CCR song "Born on a Bayou"
Yep.
that was a hymn.
It was a
That was.
hymn.
That's
It
a
was
hymn.
absolutely
Psalm
him.
476.
Yep. Born on the
Born
bayou.
on the bayou.
That's right. You just kind of flap them like you're like a fucking lifeguard on the beach. You just kind of like you're doing flag symbols, just waving your hands around. just from the wrists, folks. That's how we do everything, from our wrists. So
Like a
Least
seal,
the-
like
Least
a,
amount of effort, most amount of movement.
that's right. That's what
like
we
a
want.
seal.
like a seal doing the Macarena.
That's right. Just like a seal doing the Macarena. We'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
And Matt,
And Zach.
and Zach.
Zach,
What do you
Zach.
got? Give us all your things.
Show us
Plug what you need to
All
plug.
right.
tell us
Tell us what we need to know. We
There's-
are listening.
everything you have is better than what we got. So
Wait, we'll do it.
please,
We'll do it like hot ones. That camera. Tell us what they want to tell the people. We've
Come
got
on,
one
go
camera.
ahead, Mike Tyson, whose mouth is on fire.
Oh, I just can't. I need more milk. I got TFD Nerdcast.
He
That's
does.
my podcast where we talk all things nerdy, all the latest nerd news and rumors for comics, video games, movies, all that lovely shit.
Mhm.
Got a new show that's in the works still because I got to finish editing it and putting it out, but that's coming soon. It's going to be called The Comics That We Love. Both of these guys are going to be guests on it. So
Yep, not
be
at the
sure
same
to check
time,
that out.
but a different
At
for
the same
different
time,
reasons.
it's-
Yeah.
Yep. that's
Based
it.
on the premise of the show itself.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
it's a very cool show. I really enjoyed being on the show.
Yeah.
And I hope to be on season 2.
Oh, you'll definitely be back for season 2. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. But for now, TFD Nerdcast. It's me and my pal Chad talking all things nerdy.
Mhm.
Check it out, tfdnerdcast.com, where you can stream our stuff. We also do weekly blogs. I have a whole blogging team that's putting cool stuff out in the pop culture vein.
Mhm.
Do that.
You guys have
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like weekly. You guys have updates every single week. There's
Yeah.
a new blog post from different people, and they're all different types of subjects and different
Yeah,
topics.
we do. Like, there's like movie lists. Like the one guy Zach does different movie lists. His favorite sports movie, favorite school movie.
Yeah, this
stuff
dude
like
is
that.
he's called IMDZ on
Yeah.
your show, which we know I know him personally as well, but like he's this fucking movie buff.
Oh, yeah,
knows
absolutely.
everything about everything with movies.
Yeah, my friend Catherine, she wasn't really allowed to see anything as a child because
Mhm.
religion,
Mhm.
and so she does an ongoing article called "Late to the Party," where she experiences different nerd
Cool.
things. for the
I
first
like her.
time.
I like her series
Yeah.
because like when I see the headlines on those things, and I'm like, you know what, I should go back and revisit that, or
Mhm.
that's worth me checking out for the first time.
Yeah,
I think it's a very interesting concept.
it's really
How
fun.
come we have so many friends like Miles too, where we have people who have better ideas than we do? We come on, this
And here
stupid
we are.
fucking show.
Here we are. I'm photoshopping shit for our Red Bull shop, telling you about a joke that you made 2 days ago, and you're like, that's a funny thing. Yeah, you said it, motherfucker. What are you glad you entertain yourself? This is exactly what a crocodile Jesus would look like. This is it.
Guys, we need to decide: is it crocodile Jesus or alligator?
Well, it
Jesus?
depends
Because-
upon the climate. Whether
a good point.
it's whether he's in salt water or fresh water,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
right.
and he can just transition.
and how much he
between
lies
both.
because that makes his snout grow. Yeah, that's all right, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We're going to end the episode now.
Goodbye. Get out of here. See ya.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Bye.
Later. We always overwhelm
I know it's
people
way
with
too
the.
much. It's like the same as the beginning.
We're just going to end it quietly as it fades into the music now.
Very softly. Goodbye.
All right, internet people.
And then the streaming people get their own goodbye. as
That's
well.
right. You
right.
all
Special
get.
goodbye.
Yep. Thank you all very much for joining us. And we actually made it to the live stream for Instagram. That's because we started it late. I was thinking, like, why didn't it tell me that it's over now? So yes, that's that. That's that for this week, and this was this week for that week, and who knows what else is going on. We forgot to talk about that we were going to see Jesse and Steph this weekend.
Oh, fuck.
Completely
that's right.
forgot about it. But you people now on the stream know
Well,
about
it's
it.
more interesting to talk about what happened after the
Yeah,
fact.
that's
there
true.
you go.
And
Yeah.
those people who are interested in it, like, are already going to be there probably.
Maybe.
Like the Sale of Satan crew.
Yeah.
they'll probably be there.
That'll be good. It'll be good to see everybody. And yeah, we'll have adventures.
Whatever.
I'm going to bring the recorder along just in case we get in any shenanigans.
Get
we
any
can
good
film it.
content.
Or
Basically,
not
just
film. Well, I am thinking about bringing a camera too. We'll see. what
Content
happens.
is king.
just turn it. Just turn it on to Jesse, and
That's all I got to
it'll
do.
be all gold.
GoPro. We'll
Pure
just
gold.
just strap a GoPro on his chest or wherever he wants
Like
to
he's
strap
in
it.
Ghost Hunters at all Oh my god!
Come at me, ghosts! See you guys later.
Goodbye. See ya.